Tanse, and welcome to another episode of Good Morning Wâhkôhtowin. Today is Tuesday, October 27th. It is also National Cupcake Day and World Pasta Day. Looks like I know what to have for supper tonight. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy your breakfast. Good morning, wâhkôhtowin.
Today's story is Room on the Broom, written by Julia Donaldson, illustrated by Axel Scheffler, and read today by Mr. Watts. The witch had a cat, and a very tall hat, and long ginger hair which she wore in a plait. How the cat purred, and how the witch grinned, as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed, and how the cat spat, when the wind blew so wildly it blew off the hat. "Down!" cried the witch as they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes on thundering paws there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, "I am a dog, as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forests they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed aloud, and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her long ginger plait. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree with an ear-splitting shriek there flapped a green bird with the bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied her plait in a bow, "I am a bird, as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, so the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The bird shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond, leapt a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, and said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, "I am a frog, as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me?" "Yes," said the witch, so the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy, and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. "I am a dragon as mean as can be, and I'm planning to have witch and chips for my tea." "No!" cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. "Help!" cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew nearer, and licking his lips, said, "Maybe this once I'll have witch without chips." But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of the ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon,
"Buzz off, that's my witch."
The dragon drew back and he started to shake. "I'm sorry," he spluttered. "I've made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat, and "Phew," said the dog. And "Thank you, oh thank you," the grateful witch cried. "Without you I'd be in that dragon's inside." Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something, everyone, throw something in." So the frog found a lily, the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well, and while she was stirring she muttered a spell. "Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom!" Then out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird, a shower for the frog. "Yes," cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone.
And now let's go to Mrs. Goodwin for a playground update. Hello everyone! I was granted special behind-the-scenes permission to check out the new playground structure. A reminder to you though, trying to get into the fenced-off area will delay the opening of the new park. Make good choices. Alright, let's go. So as we enter, it looks like we have this really neat little squiggly slide. And of course, who doesn't like to continue learning about their alphabet? Lots and lots of swings, so there will not be anyone waiting for a turn. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is the infamous double stainless steel slide. I just cannot wait to have races down there. On our bums, of course, and going down, feet first. Here's the witch's hat. Now, Mr. Watts suggested that it might have been put in the wrong way. It should have been angled like our last playground was, checking in with Daniel, and no, it is definitely supposed to be up and down. Lots of other really neat climbing structures, lots of places to sit. Oh, this chair looks fun. I am likely going to be sitting in there during my supervision of the playground. Here's the greater incline slide. Not sure which one's going to go faster, but I do look forward to finding out. And here's another slide. That's 4 slides on this brand new playground. There is a lot of stuff going on, lots of climbing, lots of poles. You can't really see, but at the top, there's these red things, and those provide shade. I know I wasn't supposed to walk in on the sand, but check out that cool bridge. I just can't wait to supervise that part. And let's chat about this sand. Natural, nicely screened, fine grit landscaping sand, great for traction. It's going to feel like a cloud beneath your feet. Lots and lots of things to do. Oh my goodness, more swings. Can you believe it? There's also some hands-on games in the middle there, Connect 3 or Connect 4. Guys, this is going to be a wonderful time. I cannot wait for this to open. Remember, trying to get into the fenced-off area will delay the opening of the new park. Now let's go check in and get our sweat on as we move it with Moffitt.
Happy Jersey Day! Let's get ready to move it with Moffitt. We're going to play some sports today. You ready? As a baseball player, you need to be able to hold a bat and swing. Now swing the other way. Swing. One more. Swing. Awesome. Okay, back catcher. We got to squat down. Low squat, catch the ball. Pulse it out, catch it. Awesome. Okay, come up to your feet. Now we're going to slide to base. Ready? Slide. Do it again. Slide. Land in that lunge. Amazing. Come back up. Last one. We're going to run to base. Ready? Run. Someone's stealing. Go, 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 go. Hard, hard, hard. Okay. Safe. Safe. Hope you enjoyed this version of Move It with Moffitt. Enjoy your Tuesday.
And now let's take a look at our weather for the short week of school ahead. Tuesday, October 27th, a high of 8. There will be some snow, some rain. We'll call it ice pellets. 40% chance in the morning and most likely happening in the afternoon. little bit colder in the evening, so bundle up if you have any outdoor activities. Wednesday, October 28th, nothing but sun. But it's only going to be one, so just because it's sun does not mean it's a warm one. Thursday, October 29th, a mix of sun and clouds, a high of 8, feels like 5, could possibly be -7, as you can tell from last week's weather. Even though I am looking online at some very credible resources, I am still wrong. Welcome to the life of a weather person. Friday, October 30th, going to be a beautiful day, nothing but sun, a high of 10, and it looks like a wonderful weekend to go trick-or-treating. If you're heading out on Saturday, just remember, be safe.
Let's head over for the Cree word of the day. Hi everybody, with Halloween around the corner, we're going to learn our Cree word of the week, which is for skeleton or ghost, which is Chi-pai. Chi-pai. Chi-pai.
Hey everyone, Miss Graham here. One of my favorite hobbies outside of school is art. I find it really relaxing and de-stressing and a lot of fun playing with different colors and materials and ways of doing art. Here's a few examples. Here is a pencil drawing that I did of my brother's dog. Here is another pencil drawing that I drew of my niece. When I paint, I always start by doing a rough sketch. Then I work on the background, and then I work on the subject of my painting. I also usually work from a photo. In this painting of my brother's, my one brother is making a silly face in the photo, so that is what I painted. These paintings were done by filling balloons with paint, pinning them to the canvas, and then throwing darts at them to make the paint explode and drip all over the canvas and to make the colors blend. It was done in the backyard. This painting was done by adding some modeling paste to the bee to build it up and give it texture and give it a 3D effect. The same effect was used on this Tyrannosaurus Rex, especially on his teeth. This is a painting of a coffee table that I redid by stripping the varnish that was on the top and then repainting it with different perspectives of ostriches. This is another piece of furniture that I refinished. It's a nightstand that I painted sloths onto. This is the top of the nightstand, and this is the front. My great-grandfather built that nightstand. These are some styrofoam heads that I painted. I found the heads at Michael's and thought it would be an interesting thing to paint onto, to try a different effect with my acrylic paints. There's some muscles and the skull. And here's the backside view. I even painted the container that I used to hold my brushes and my palette knives and a few other materials. I had a lot of fun creating these different pieces of art and using my imagination.
Staff and students of Wâhkôhtowin School, it is with mixed emotions and heavy hearts that we deliver this message to you today. New episodes of Good Morning Wâhkôhtowin will no longer be released weekly. Rather, new episodes will be dropped bi-weekly, meaning you can expect 2 new episodes each month. What began as an eclectic collection of short clips has turned into a full-blown half-hour show, and Mr. Hohen has already completely blown the year's budget on hair and makeup. Thanks for your support, and we look forward to continuing to provide entertaining episodes as we build a sense of community during this very unprecedented time. Don't forget to like and subscribe online so you don't miss any episodes. We'll see you in November.
And now, why don't we check in with Mr. Hohen for How's It Going with Mr. Hohen?
How's it going with Mr. Hohen?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of How's It Going with Mr. Hohen. Today, I'm joined by our fellow teacher, Miss Panchuk. How's it going, Miss Panchuk?
It's fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you for asking.
Awesome.
Yeah?
Thanks for coming to my room.
Yeah, thank you for having us here. I had to comment about your beautiful plants behind us here.
I feel like this is kind of a special place. It's kind of a special corner. I had all my plants on my deck this summer, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to bring them in and let my students enjoy them too.
And I would be lying if I didn't say the plant in my room was inspired by the ones I saw here every day walking by the doorway. So I have a snake plant creeping up the wall in my room, so.
Well, I don't have a snake plant, but I do have some spider plants. Mrs. Goodwin was eyeing up my spider plants. She might end up having one or two in her room.
Ooh, make sure to go check that out in the resource room.
Oh.
So, new to the school.
I am.
How have things been going?
Things are really good, really good. This is, I'm new to the school, but I'm certainly not new to teaching. I've been teaching for about 29 years, which is older than Mr. Winkle, which is kind of terrifying.
I think it's a little older than me too.
Well, sorry about that. Yeah, it's a long time. But no, I'm really enjoying it here. My students are great. The staff is great. Took me a little while to figure everything out, but now that I've got it figured out, it's great. I love it here.
That's awesome. I couldn't help but notice a similarity. You have Mr. Linchuk's old room.
I do.
Your last name is Panchuk.
Yes.
So there's kind of the same name, same room. Mr. Linchuk could dunk a basketball. Can you dunk a basketball?
Well, our names sound a lot alike. They both have that Chuck part in them. I cannot dunk a basketball. I wouldn't even try.
But you don't have to duck through the doorways, do you?
I don't.
Oh,
No, I don't.
Mr. Linchuk had to do that.
Oh, well, advantage for me then, I think.
There's like handsome tall, and then there's like freakishly tall, and that's kind of where Mr.
Yeah, he was kind of
Linchuk
freakishly tall. Yeah.
So before the interview, we were talking a little bit about superheroes.
We were.
And we found a similarity between us that we both love Marvel.
We do.
And you were saying your favorite Marvel character is?
My favorite Marvel character, the one I play as every chance I get if I'm playing a game, I play as Hulk. I love Hulk.
Well, if we're going to talk about Hulk and Thor here, a little Thor Ragnarok, that would be kind of a good
Right?
combination. Mine, shockingly, is Thor. That is my favorite character, yes.
What?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
People always say, is it Spider-Man? I said, no, you know what, it's Thor, so. Yeah.
Well, I do enjoy watching Thor in the movies, but if I'm going to be any character, I'm going to be Hulk. I just love smashing things and breaking, and he's really super smart too.
He is. Bruce
super
Banner.
smart, yeah. So I like the two things, strong and smart too.
That's fantastic, I love that. Before we get to a challenge like we like to do in this How's It Going with Mr. Hohen, I have a tongue twister for you here, and I'm going to try not to mess up my first try.
Okay.
You told me you heard it before, but I'm going to say it nice and clear for the kids to hear in the classroom.
Okay.
All right. How many pans could Miss Panchuk chuck if Miss Panchuk could chuck pans?
Ooh-wee. Do you want me to say the tongue twister, or do you want me to answer the question, answer the riddle?
Oh, well, how many pans could you chuck?
Oh, well, as Hulk, I could chuck a lot of pans, a lot. I don't know if I should, I might hurt someone though.
Did you want to give it a try?
I could try.
All right.
How many pans could a panchuck chuck if a panchuck could chuck pans?
That's pretty good, I'd say.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
I could chuck a lot.
All right. Well, in this challenge that we're going to head to right away here, we're not going to be chucking pans, but there's going to be some sort of twist with the pan. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
All right.
I think I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Got it.
Okay, so here's the challenge. We are going to launch 4 rockets at Miss Panchuk. She's going to launch 4 rockets at me. We are going to see who can hit the most rockets out of the air. We're calling it the pan chuck challenge.
Asami Napego, thank you very much for inviting me one more time to be able to do this segment called Cultural Corner. First of all, I'd like to thank the Creator for all the things that He's taught me and all the people that I encountered and met due, to my walk of life. I just wanted to continue on with those teachings I had earlier about that baby. When that baby is inside on this cradle board, he's always watching you. And we take the babies a long time ago to work with us. When we're gathering food, when we're hunting, trapping, fishing, skinning, and they'd be observing. Even though they don't talk, they watch and listen and learn. So this is how we were taught as Native people, is to watch, listen, learn. Creator said they gave us 2 ears so that we listen twice as much as we speak. That's only why we only have 1 mouth. So my grandfather used to say "Tota," which means listen, and one day you might grow up to be able to say something worth listening to. And I didn't understand at the time, but now I do. So if you watch and listen, when you go to ceremonies, you'll learn how they run the pipe and the directions that they're sending it, and all the things. You'll begin to understand all your culture and ceremonies. But this baby, when he first grows up, what he does is he starts crawling. And when he crawls, he'll cry. When he falls over, Mom picks him up, puts him in his heart, and calms down. Same thing when he's growing up. He runs. Falls down, and right away, Mommy picks him up. Again, he puts him there, so everything's going to be okay. So this baby becomes resilient. Next thing you know, he's running around, playing, goes to school, and when he goes to school, somebody bullies him or says something mean to him, pulls his hair, and he comes home and says, when you open the door, Mom says, how was your school day, son? And he comes crying in. He says, they hit me, they beat me up. And the first thing he does is he runs to his mom, and Mom grabs him, and pulls him right there, standing right there like that, and pulls him to her heart. And you hear that heartbeat again, and you calm down, calms the baby down. And he says, so everything's going to be okay. You'll get through this, it's okay. I love you. And that baby stops crying. And once again, he begins to grow up. But as you grow up, you go into high school, university, whatever. But you meet somebody and you have a relationship. You're going to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And this baby, when he's grown up, whenever he's in trouble with doing his homework or something like that in university, first thing he does is call mom. Mom, I'm having a hard time. And we're always running to our mom. And so when his baby grows up, he's also gets into a relationship. And when he gets into a relationship, they have arguments and fights. And the first thing they do is they call mom and say, Mom, he's hurting me. We're fighting all the time. He left me. Whatever it was, we call mom and mom says, well, come home. And again, go run to our mom. So our mom's always there for us. But what happens is when we grow up, we start having families of our own, and maybe our mom leaves and disappears. You have your own children and you're growing up, and your mom's no longer there. So what do? What we're taught in our culture is make a drum. Make a drum, because this drum represents your mother's heartbeat. Whenever you're in trouble, in time of need, hurt, and pain, all you gotta do is pick up your drum and sing a song. Our mom gave us this drum to remember her while you were in your mother's womb for the first 9 months. And whenever you're in trouble, need help, the women, they gave us, the men, the drum, so that we can use it whenever we're hurting, whenever we're in trouble or need help, or to call on the spirits to help us, to call on the eagle spirit to help us, to call on the bear spirit, depending on what your guardian spirit is. But you'll know those things as you grow up. All my relations.
What makes trick-or-treating so difficult with twin witches? I don't know. What makes trick-or-treating so difficult with twin witches? They don't know which witch is which. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Good Morning Wâhkôhtowin. As a Spirit Week, with today being Jersey Day, let's go Larry! It's going to continue for the remaining days. So tomorrow, Wednesday, will be Hat Day. Thursday will be my favorite, PJ Day. And Friday will be Black and Orange Day. Please keep your costume and accessories at home to wear on Saturday. So proud to be part of Wâhkôhtowin, where our community is strong and each and every one of us belong. I'm Mrs. Goodwin, and you have a good day.